The sky over N3rth0u5 was furious, a churning mass of dark clouds swirling above, rain lashing the streets with relentless force, drenching every corner of the city in a cold, unyielding downpour. Thunder shook the city's bones, rattling windows and sending tremors through the ancient stone and steel, as if the very heart of N3rth0u5 was under siege. Lightning split the clouds in jagged, blinding flashes, illuminating a wasteland of abandoned warehouses and rusting factories, their hulking forms looming like ghosts from a forgotten era. The storm was relentless, pounding the industrial district with sheets of rain. But beneath the roar of water and wind, something far more sinister was brewing in the shadows. Amid the chaos, a low, unnatural hum vibrated through the air, barely audible beneath the storm, as steam rose from the cracked pavement, swirling in the flickering light. The silence between thunderclaps was charged with anticipation, a crucible about to ignite, every pause heavy with the sense that something extraordinary was about to unfold. The wind and rain were nature's fury unleashed, battering the city with wild abandon. But what was coming next was stranger still, something that defied explanation. Suddenly, the silence shattered with heavy rhythmic footsteps echoing through the emptiness. The performance was about to begin, and N3rth0u5 would never be the same. From the deepest shadows, ExGa11aD0n emerged, his form shrouded in a long, tattered cloak, eyes burning with an unnatural crimson light that pierced the stormy night. Each step echoed with purpose, the rain hissing as it struck his silhouette, hinting at the power he carried within. In his grasp, the legendary blade ExGa11aD0n pulsed with a fierce internal fire, its molten core illuminating the darkness and sending steam swirling into the rain-soaked air. Suddenly, as if summoned by fate, a colossal machine crashed down from the heavens. Ph3g0rgun, a titan forged of chrome and iron, its massive horns crackling with wild blue electricity, shaking the city to its core. Its sensors whirred and locked onto ExGa11aD0n, scanning through the sheets of rain, while the air grew thick with ozone and a palpable sense of dread settled over the ruined streets. With a swift motion, ExGa11aD0n drew his sword, flames erupting along the blade's edge, casting monstrous, demonic shadows that danced across the wet, broken ground. The heat radiating from the blade pushed back the relentless rain, forming a blazing circle of fire that defied the storm, warping the air and illuminating the battered cityscape. Ph3g0rgun responded with a deafening roar, electricity arcing wildly from its horns and claws, sending bolts of lightning crackling through the stormy sky. The two adversaries faced each other in the heart of the ruined city, one wreathed in fire, the other alive with electricity, as the storm began to fade, leaving only tension in the air. In that charged silence, with the city in ruins and the storm clouds parting, it was clear the true battle was about to begin, and nothing would ever be the same. The battle erupted without warning, shattering the uneasy calm of the city. Sirens wailed in the distance as chaos swept through the rain-soaked streets, lightning splitting the sky and fire blooming in the darkness. Ph3g0rgun lunged forward, metallic claws slicing through empty air, each movement sending sparks flying as he hunted his elusive foe. But ExGa11aD0n was faster. He vanished in a blur, reappearing behind the towering giant, his form flickering like a phantom in the storm. ExGa11aD0n struck with precision, his flaming sword carving deep, molten gashes into the robot's armored shell, the heat warping metal and sending showers of sparks into the night. Sparks and molten metal flew in every direction. Ph3g0rgun retaliated with a furious swipe, but ExGa11aD0n danced away, a blur of fire and speed, never staying in one place for long. Enraged, the machine unleashed a web of crackling lightning across the flooded streets, turning every puddle into a deadly trap. electricity arcing dangerously through the storm. But ExGa11aD0n leapt to a rooftop, sword blazing even brighter, rain hissing against the blade as he waited for the perfect moment to strike again. Ph3g0rgun's cannons powered up, glowing with energy as they locked onto the lone hero above, ready to unleash devastation. The first exchange ended in devastation, smoke and fire rising from the battered city. But this was only the beginning. Now, true destruction would begin. Speed versus power, fire against lightning. The ultimate clash was just getting started. Ph3g0rgun's cannons unleashed plasma, obliterating the warehouse. Yet ExGa11aD0n emerged unharmed from the rubble. The fight became a chase, the city crumbling under their war. Ph3g0rgun's attacks demolished factories, vaporized cars, and shattered the district. ExGa11aD0n struck and vanished, severing cables, disabling weapons, always just out of reach. The robot's fury grew, unleashing massive area attacks. A lightning bolt struck a substation, triggering a cataclysmic explosion that engulfed the block. The city groaned, windows shattered, transformers exploded. Through smoke and fire, the adversaries faced off once more. The final engagement was at hand. Ph3g0rgun gathered all its power, electricity blazing white, preparing a single annihilating blast. ExGa11aD0n seized the moment, becoming a streak of blinding crimson, sword flames turning white hot. Rain vaporized, asphalt melted. He poured everything into one strike. In a flash, he drove N3rth0u5 into Ph3g0rgun's core, starfire meeting storm. The machine's energy destabilized, erupting in a dome of white light that vaporized everything nearby. The boom followed, a soul-shattering thunder. When the light faded, only a smoking crater remained. At its center, ExGa11aD0n stood alone, sword flickering red, victorious over the ruins.